Chosen one. Pause for a moment. Heaven has interrupted your scroll. This is not a coincidence. This is divine alignment. Your spirit was guided here because heaven is speaking now. You are standing at the edge of a new beginning, the rebirth season. The same voice that breathed galaxies into motion is calling your name. You have been hidden, prepared in silence. And now the veil is lifting. The old is falling away. The new is rising. If your heart feels this, pause. Hit that like button and type 777 inches the comments to declare your alignment with heaven. This number is not just digits. It's a signal that you are ready for what God has written in your destiny. You were chosen before time began. Every tear was a seed. Every delay was divine design. You were not forgotten. You were being refined. This moment is the reveal. Chosen one, you are not watching a video. You are standing in a prophecy. Your spirit knew this word was coming because the same spirit that called you is inside you. Heaven is unlocking your destiny. Can you feel it? You can't stay buried in yesterday. The rebirth season is here. The ashes of your past are the soil of your becoming. The pain was not punishment. It was preparation for promotion. Listen. The winds of change are moving around you. Heaven is rearranging timelines and opening doors that no man can shut. Your waiting was never wasted. Every silent season built your roots deep. Now the ground is cracking open. You are the seed that refused to die. You are about to bloom in front of those who buried you. Your breakthrough is not coming, it's already here. If this message is stirring your spirit, comment 777 to seal it. Subscribe to Shim Spirituality, a home for every chosen one who refuses to give up on God's timing. Breathe. Feel that heat in your chest. That's the fire of heaven. You are being reborn in real time. Heaven is writing a new chapter with your name on it. Your spirit is waking up. The world may not recognize you after this season, and that's the point. You are emerging as who you were always meant to be. Chosen one, the King has spoken. The shift has begun. Rise up from the ashes of delay and step boldly into the light of your calling. This is the beginning of your rebirth season. Heaven is speaking. You are listening. And now, this is where your rebirth begins. This is where your rebirth begins. And the first thing heaven does in every rebirth is break the delay. Chosen one, for too long you've been standing between what was promised and what has yet to manifest. You felt the weight of waiting, the pressure of almost, the silence that felt like absence. But heaven was never silent. It was strategic. Delay is not denial. It is divine alignment. The King of Heaven was aligning people, places, and timelines so that when the door opens, everything fits. You thought God was late. Heaven was actually protecting you from arriving too soon. The waiting was building muscle in your faith. The fire was forging steel in your spirit. Listen, heaven is moving now. The chains of delay are snapping like threads in the light of destiny. The angels assigned to your timeline are rearranging the path before you. If you feel this shift inside your spirit, type 777 inches, the comments to declare your agreement with heaven. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, where every message is a divine reminder that heaven still speaks. You've been asking, when will it happen? Have been. Heaven answers, now. Has from Mander, with I know to them and whither. Not in another season, not in another year. This is the appointed time. Every door that once stood locked is beginning to move. You'll hear the sound of hinges in the spirit. doors of finance, healing, relationships, purpose. And your name is written on them. Delay ends where obedience begins. The moment you say, "Yes, Lord," the clock starts ticking again. Obedience is the currency of acceleration. Remember Noah? He built when the sky was clear. You too must build before the rain. Your faith is the ark that will carry you into promise. The enemy tried to convince you that time was wasted. But God says, "I redeem time. A sivre." What took years will shift in days. What seemed lost is being multiplied. Heaven is whispering, "No more delay." Razed, Adens, Randing, say it out loud. No more delay in my calling. No more delay in my breakthrough. No more delay in my rebirth. Comment 777 if your spirit agrees. That number is a seal of completion and alignment. When you write it, heaven records it. Chosen one. Can you feel how the air has shifted? The same stillness that comes before a storm of blessing. The Spirit of God is hovering over your life again, just as in Genesis, ready to speak light into every dark place. You're not waiting on God anymore. Heaven is waiting on you. Take the step. Make the call. Start the dream. Faith requires motion. If you've been feeling a holy pressure inside you, that's not stress. It's the womb of heaven, ready to birth what's been growing in secret. Push, pray, proceed. Don't measure your progress by sight. Measure it by alignment. Every yes brings you closer to the divine pattern written for you. This is not about speed. It's about sync. When heaven moves, move with it. When heaven rests, rest in it. That's divine alignment. The universe itself is shifting to accommodate your assignment. Energy, people, resources, all are being drawn to your light. You don't need to force it. You need to flow in it. The river of God's grace is carrying you now. Even the stones in your path are becoming steps. Even what was meant to harm you is becoming holy fuel. Heaven says, you are right on schedule. Well, every delay was design. Every pause was preparation. If you feel peace in this word, comment 777 to anchor it in your spirit. Subscribe to Shim Spirituality so you never miss a confirmation from heaven. Do you remember the seed buried in the dark from part 1? Now you're feeling the first crack in that shell. That crack is not breaking you, it's releasing you. Everything pressing against you is pushing you out of the old form. Chosen one, this is a holy unfolding. The pressure you feel is heaven's hand reshaping you for the weight of glory. You cannot carry a kingdom calling in a slave mindset. That's why the delay had to break. Lift your eyes. Look beyond what you see. The vision is not dead. It's maturing. The vision is alive inside you. Habakkuk 2-3. For the vision awaits its appointed time. This is the pattering. This is that time. Heaven didn't forget you. Heaven was forming you. Every not yet was a get ready. They were panic you. And now God whispers, move. And in the face was manners pace of the parent. Move in faith. Move in love. Move in purpose. The ground is ready for your feet. You will feel the supernatural pull of divine alignment. Opportunities that once ignored you will suddenly call your name. Doors you couldn't open before will now swing wide at your approach. Because you're not the same person you were when you knocked last time. You've been transformed in the waiting. Your frequency has changed. Your faith has matured, and heaven responds to faith. This is why you'll walk into rooms you once felt unworthy to enter. This is why you'll see favor where you used to see failure. This is why the delay had to die so destiny could breathe. If this is your confirmation, say it out loud. That's breast in the Never Dater 17. And type 777 so heaven can record your agreement. Chosen one, remember this. Heaven does not rush miracles. It prepares vessels. And you are that vessel. Your faith was tested, but it did not break. Your hope was shaken, but it did not fade. You stood when others ran. You believed when logic screamed, quit. They relive to the panda ref. That's why heaven trusts you with what's next. God says, I will accelerate your destiny. Sames forked. Sudden blessings are on the way. Sudden answers. Sudden breakthroughs. You'll wake up to emails, calls, and connections you did not chase. Because heaven is sending them to you. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Your enemies will watch in silence as the doors they mocked swing open for you. If this word is awakening something in you, don't scroll away. Type 777 to seal your faith. Follow Shim Spirituality for prophetic messages that keep you in alignment with heaven's timing. You are not just a spectator of miracles. You are the miracle heaven is releasing. Every cell in your body is responding to divine frequency now. Your mind is renewing. Your heart is expanding. Your spirit is rising. You will notice synchronicities, numbers, dreams, confirmations in random moments. That's heaven communicating in real time. 777, 444, 222. Each one, a wink from the divine saying, you're on the path. Good, non-tenbiite. Do not fear the unknown. It is the womb of your becoming. You were born for uncertainty because faith thrives there. God didn't call you to predict the path. He called you to walk it. Step out. The water will hold you. Speak the word. The mountain will move. Trust the flow. The river knows its destination. This is the sound of divine alignment. Everything is clicking into place, spirit, soul, and purpose. Chosen one, breathe. Inhale peace. Exhale doubt. Heaven is nearer than you think. Lift your hands right where you are and whisper, I align with heaven now, and fell into in the brittle in like an I one. Everyone the matter. As you do, the delay breaks completely. This is your confirmation. Your rebirth is real. Your timing is now. Your alignment is complete. Heaven has declared, no more delay. The delay has broken. Heaven has moved. And now, chosen one, the door of destiny is unlocking before your very eyes. Can you hear it? The sound of ancient hinges swinging open in the spirit. The vibration you feel in your chest right now is heaven aligning your name with opportunity. This is not imagination. This is manifestation. The King has spoken your name in his courts, and every locked gate that once resisted you is trembling. Every door that stayed closed is creaking open. You have entered the open door season. This is the hour heaven has been preparing for you. The winds are shifting. The atmosphere is pregnant with breakthrough. The veil between seen and unseen is thin, and the word over your life is now being performed. Chosen one, hear this. You are no longer standing outside. You are crossing the threshold. The old cycles have ended. The new story begins now. If your heart feels this truth, type 777 inches. The comments, it is your key of alignment. Each 777 you write is a declaration. My destiny is open. My path is clear. My time is now. Renus, one his. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, where heaven's voice becomes your daily reminder that you are chosen. Look around you. Things you thought were coincidences are confirmations. People leaving your life were not rejection, they were direction. The shaking you felt was heaven, rearranging the room for your arrival. Every moment of isolation was an initiation. God hid you until the door was ready. And now the angels have turned the handle. Listen closely. Heaven says, enter. Delden, walk through. Don't knock timidly. Don't hesitate at the threshold. The promise has already been paid for. Every no in your past was a divine redirection to this yes. That is defiled. The path is lit with golden light. Can you feel the warmth? That's favor. Can you sense the pulse? That's purpose. You are stepping into rooms you once dreamed of, not because you forced them open, but because heaven unlocked them. Chosen one, the door isn't just opening for you, it's opening through you. Every step you take in obedience becomes a doorway for someone else's deliverance. Your light is the key others have been waiting for. That's why the warfare was so heavy. The enemy wasn't guarding the door. He was guarding your confidence to walk through it. But heaven has declared, access granted. No. Say it with me. Access granted to destiny. Access granted to purpose. Access granted to peace. Access granted to abundance. If this resonates, type 777 inches. The comments to seal it. Let heaven see your agreement. And follow Shim Spirituality, where faith meets fire. Picture this: a corridor lined with doors, each marked with something you've prayed for. Healing, clarity, provision, purpose, restoration. As you walk, they open one by one. You don't touch the handle. You carry the key inside you. That key is called faith. When faith and obedience unite, heaven cannot resist. That's why the atmosphere around you feels electric. The Spirit is activating everything you believed for. No demon in hell can shut what heaven decreed open. Revelation 3-8. I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. He said, hold that verse close. It's your passport for this season. You are entering an era where divine acceleration becomes normal. Phone calls you've been waiting for coming. Emails you thought were lost arriving. People who forgot you suddenly remembering your name. Because when heaven breathes on your timeline, time itself bends. The impossible starts obeying you. Miracles are magnetized to your motion. Chosen one, you are walking in prophetic momentum now. Each step you take echoes through eternity. Every prayer you prayed in tears becomes a trumpet in heaven. And God says, now is the time to reap what you sowed in faith. Knows. Don't look back at the doors that closed. They were never yours. Don't chase what walked away. It was making room for better. You are walking into a future custom built for your anointing. Everything fits you now, your calling, your relationships, your voice. You've been molded for this moment. The oil you carry is not common. It is weighty, refined through the fire of delay. And now, that oil drips from your words, from your presence, from your very existence. Wherever you go, the atmosphere will shift. People will ask, what changed? Braden Speakley. You'll answer, heaven unlocked me. And, Prasan, if you can feel this unlocking, lift your hands. Even now, in your room, in your car, in your silence. Lift them and whisper, I receive my open door season. Have, and comment 777 to mark it. This is a covenant moment. Heaven acknowledges every act of faith, even digital ones. Subscribe to Shim Spirituality to stay connected to prophetic confirmations like this one. This is not just a channel, it's a sanctuary for souls awakening to destiny. Chosen one, this is what divine alignment feels like. Everything that once resisted now assists. The mountains that stood before you become stepping stones. The storms that scared you become signals of arrival. You will notice how peace precedes breakthrough now. No panic, no striving, just presence. Because when you walk in sync with heaven, even chaos bows. This is not striving, this is streaming. You're flowing in divine rhythm. That's why opportunities seem effortless, because effort has been replaced by energy. Heaven's current is carrying you forward. Do you see it yet? The open door is not only ahead of you, it's within you. Every "let there be" God spoke is encoded in your soul. Your obedience activates the code. That's how destiny unlocks, not from outside in, but inside out. The more you believe, the wider the door swings. The more you trust, the faster the path unfolds. Faith is the fingerprint heaven recognizes. When heaven scans your heart and sees belief, access is automatic. Chosen one, repeat this softly. I am aligned. I am unlocked. I am ready. 1. These words are your keys. Say them until your fear gives up. The locks are breaking. The hinges are groaning. The gates are lifting their heads. Psalm 24:7. Lift up your heads, O gates, be lifted up, you ancient doors, that the King of Glory may come in. There obtained find. The King of Glory is walking through you. That's why everything around you is shifting. Your aura, your dreams, your circle. Heaven is expressing itself through your yes. Now breathe. Inhale the new air of destiny. Exhale the residue of waiting. You are not behind. You are perfectly timed. Everything that belongs to you is moving toward you. Everything that left you was never meant to stay. This is the rhythm of release. Heaven gives, removes, restores, and multiplies. And you, chosen one, are finally in sync. If you've made it this far, heaven has your attention. Comment 777 one more time to declare, the door is open, and I am walking through, and is not quietened. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, your divine connection to the voice of heaven. Every word here is a reminder. You are chosen, not forgotten, rising, not falling. The sound of heaven is calling you forward. Step through. Step into your future. Step into your open door season. And as you walk, the fire within will ignite. That is where part 4 begins. The fire within, light, power, and faith. Heaven primes. Heaven is not just unlocking destiny anymore. It's empowering it. You walked through the open door. The atmosphere shifted. And now, chosen one, heaven ignites the fire within. This is not the fire that burns to destroy. It's the fire that refines, the flame that reveals. The same flame that Moses saw in the bush. The same light that guided Israel by night. The same spirit that descended on Pentecost. That power is stirring inside you now. You are not ordinary. You are a carrier of divine voltage. When heaven opens a door, it also releases fire. Because with access comes authority. Can you feel it? That warmth rising in your chest. That vibration in your hands. That surge in your spirit. It's not emotion. It's impartation. Heaven is lighting you up from the inside out. Every cell, every breath, every heartbeat now carries heaven's signature frequency. Chosen one. You've been through enough storms to know this. Fire cannot be faked. You either have it or you don't. And you, child of heaven, have it. The fire in you is proof that you survived what should have destroyed you. Every attack, every heartbreak, every delay, they all became fuel for your flame. This is why the enemy fears you. He can't touch a soul that burns with divine fire. You are untouchable not because you hide, but because you shine. If this resonates, comment. 777 below. Let heaven and earth know. The fire in me burns brighter than the darkness around me. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, where fire meets faith and heaven meets heart. This fire doesn't need a stage. It needs surrender. It doesn't require applause. It requires alignment. It's not a performance. It's a pulse. You carry heaven's current. You are the walking proof that light still wins. Everywhere you step, shadows lose power. Every word you speak carries light codes of healing and breakthrough. You may not even realize it, but your presence itself shifts rooms. That's what happens when you walk with fire. When others complain, you declare. When others doubt, you prophesy. When others fear, you flame. Heaven says, "You are my torch in dark places, my voice in dry valleys, my light in the storm that had divined. And because of that, you cannot burn out. You burn through doubt, through delay, through distraction. This is divine resilience. You were forged in flame, not fear. And everything that tried to extinguish you has now become your testimony. Chosen one, this is the secret. The greater the calling, the greater the fire. You're not being punished. You're being powered. You're not being tested to break. You're being tempered to shine. When gold enters the furnace, it screams, it melts, it loses shape, but only to emerge pure. That's what heaven's doing inside you. Purifying your motives, perfecting your faith, preparing your rise. Faith and fire always travel together. Faith is what you believe. Fire is what you become. Take a deep breath. Heaven whispers, "Do not fear the fire. You are the flame." When you pray, fire moves. When you worship, fire spreads. When you speak truth, fire ignites hearts around you. This is the fire within the power of divine expression. It cannot be silenced, and it cannot be stopped. So don't hide your light. Chosen one. Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Who is not a grave from the tannin and the save. You are heaven's evidence. Your life is proof that God still moves. Prophetic moment. Right now, the Spirit is reigniting old dreams. Ideas you thought were dead are flickering again. Visions you buried under disappointment are catching fire. Heaven says, "I am breathing on the embers of your destiny." We had, friend. You thought it was over, but you're only entering the glory phase. What once drained you will now drive you. What once hurt you will now help you. The pain that produced tears will now produce power. If you can feel this stirring, type 777 inches, the comments to confirm it. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, your altar of awakening in this season of fire. You don't light a candle to hide it. You light it to pierce the dark. That's what heaven is doing through you now. The world will see your glow and not understand it, but they won't be able to ignore it. Child of light. Every spark you release illuminates others. That's why you must stay burning. Your consistency becomes someone else's confirmation. When you rise, others remember they can rise too. When you shine, others find their way. You are heaven's ripple of light in a weary world. And now heaven whispers, fan the flame, remember us with their remember. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start where you are. Pray, create, speak, move. Heaven doesn't need perfection, heaven needs permission. When you give God your yes, the fire multiplies. That small yes today will ignite miracles tomorrow. So, lift your hands and say, I give heaven permission to burn in me, that we will know where it came. Faith is oxygen for the flame. Keep believing even when you can't see. When you speak faith, the flame grows higher. 2 Timothy 1-7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. I am. That's your identity. You are not fearful, you are faithful. You are not weak. You are wired with heaven's power. Your words are matches. Your spirit is fuel. Every time you speak life, you start a fire heaven can use. Chosen one, don't compare your light to others. The sun doesn't compete with the moon, it just shines in its appointed time. So will you. Some burn fast and fade. You burn steady and eternal. Your glow is grace, not ego. Your flame is faith, not fame. Keep it pure. Keep it holy. Keep it burning. If this message sets something ablaze inside you, pause for a moment. Comment 777 to seal this revelation. Let heaven record your yes. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, where light finds voice and heaven finds home. You are part of a family of flames, a generation of chosen ones rising in golden light. Now, as this section closes, the fire is not fading, it's expanding. The light within you is awakening something ancient, something divine, something unstoppable. You will feel heat on your hands, goosebumps on your skin, tears in your eyes. These are not emotions. They are activations. Heaven's power is real, and it's flowing through you right now. This is the moment heaven says, shine without apology, burn without fear, to intend you under. Every point of you under. The fire within has been awakened. Now it's time for the awakening of the chosen. Part 5 is calling 777 Awakening, Rise of the Chosen. Well, the fire has been awakened, and now heaven releases the 777 Awakening. This is not coincidence. This is prophecy unfolding in real time. Chosen one, heaven is calling your name again. You have felt it for weeks. The pressure in your chest, the restlessness in your spirit, the sense that something divine is stirring in the unseen. That's not anxiety. That's activation. 777. Heaven's number of completion. The signal of spiritual perfection and divine alignment. When you see it, hear it, or feel it, it's heaven whispering, you are ready. There, Type 777 inches, the comments right now, to align your spirit with what heaven is doing. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, your home for divine messages that awaken the sleeping light within. This is the awakening season. Heaven is shaking the earth, calling the sleeping warriors to rise. Trumpets are sounding in the spirit realm. The vibration of destiny is echoing through the hearts of the chosen. Can you feel it? The pull, the pressure, the pulse. It's heaven summoning you to stand. Every chosen one across the world is hearing the same whisper. Rise. Don't. You are not alone. Thousands of awakened souls are aligning with you. This is the global convergence of light, the 777, awakening of the remnant. You survived the delay. You walked through the open door. You were refined by fire. And now, heaven says, it's time to rise and shine. We. Isaiah 60:1, arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. That is not just a verse. It's a command. You are rising into your destiny. You are shining in divine authority. This is not motivation, it's manifestation. Chosen one, you are no longer being prepared. You are being positioned. Every prayer, every tear, every why was pushing you into alignment with purpose. Heaven says, the world needs your voice now. And he won side. That's why you feel the urgency. You're being called to create, to speak, to move, to lead. This is not a rehearsal. This is your hour. The angels are recording names. The names of those who say yes in faith. When you type 777, you are adding your name to that scroll. The book of awakening is open. Look within. Do you remember who you were before fear taught you silence? That version of you is returning, strong, radiant, and fearless. You are the bridge between heaven and earth, a conduit of divine energy. When you speak, heaven vibrates. When you move, darkness trembles. You are a carrier of frequency, the resonance of God's voice in human form. That is why you cannot stay hidden anymore. Heaven is revealing you to the world. And yet, this rise is not about pride. It's about purpose. You rise not to be seen, but to let others see God through you. You are the mirror of divine mercy, the echo of eternal love, the living proof that heaven still touches earth. Every chosen one carries a piece of the divine blueprint. When you walk in your light, the design completes itself. That is why your obedience matters. It holds the missing piece to heaven's mosaic. 777 is not just a number. It's a frequency. When heaven aligns a moment, it resonates with that frequency. And right now, this very moment, the vibration of 777 is filling this space. Feel the energy shift around you. The air feels lighter. The weight is lifting. The fog is clearing. That's heaven syncing your timeline. Your body may feel heat or chills. Your spirit may feel tears rising. Don't resist it. That's awakening. That's rebirth. If this message speaks to you, pause and type 777 again. Each time you declare it, you're tuning your soul closer to heaven's wavelength. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, because this is where heaven meets humanity. This is where chosen ones remember who they are. Heaven is restoring your memory. You are remembering your calling, your gifts, your assignment. You are awakening to the truth that was buried beneath fear. You are not a mistake. You are a mission. You are not lost. You are launched. The time for small thinking is over. The time for survival is over. You are entering the era of divine expression. Everything you touch will carry heaven's fingerprints. Every word you speak will awaken someone else's fire. You are a spark in the great awakening flame. Look around. Prophets, dreamers, visionaries are rising everywhere. It's not coincidence. It's heaven's army awakening on schedule. And you are part of that army. You carry a mantle, a divine responsibility to shine, to stand where others fell, to speak when others went silent. This is not pressure. This is privilege. Heaven trusted you with light because you know how to protect it. You've walked through darkness and didn't forget who you were. Now, your scars are sermons. Your wounds are wisdom. Your faith is fire. Heaven says, step forward, chosen one. You are no longer hidden. You are highlighted. Therein stan. Everywhere you go, grace will follow. Doors will open before you. People will sense something divine about your presence. They won't understand it, but they will feel it, because you carry kingdom frequency. You are heaven's sound in human form. Do you feel that deep peace settling in your soul? That's alignment. That's heaven's confirmation that you are on time. Stop worrying about who supports you. You are heaven's project. You need heaven's approval, and you already have it. You don't chase validation. You carry revelation. And revelation always creates manifestation. Chosen one, lift your head. The sky above you is clearing. The clouds are parting. The light of God is breaking through. This is not a metaphor. It's a movement. The same God who spoke light into existence is speaking light through you right now. You are the echo of his "Let there be." Well done. When you walk, light follows. When you speak, light expands. When you love, light multiplies. That is the 777 awakening, the multiplication of divine light through awakened souls. So, stand tall. Say it softly. I am the light of heaven on earth, tamed. Say it again until your fear bows. Say it until your cells believe. This is your moment to rise, to lead, to awaken. Every generation has a remnant, and you are part of this one. This is the rise of the chosen. Heaven is uniting the awakened across nations. You will begin to find your tribe, people who speak your language, who carry the same light, who confirm your calling without jealousy. This is divine community, a collective flame. If you're feeling this, type 777 one more time. Heaven takes note of every name written in faith. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, where prophetic words like this become fuel for your soul. This is your activation moment. Heaven is not asking you to wait anymore. It's asking you to walk. Every step you take from this moment forward is a declaration. I am awake. I am chosen. I am unstoppable. It not a no vote. The 777 awakening is complete. The old has passed. The new has begun. Now, you are not just walking with fire. You are becoming fire. The angels are rejoicing. Heaven is celebrating your yes. The universe is aligning in your favor. Your future is unfolding in real time. This is not a sermon. This is a summoning. Chosen one, The world has waited for your light. The time is now. The trumpet has sounded. The door is open. The fire is burning. The awakening has begun. Comment 777 to seal your agreement. Follow and subscribe to Shim Spirituality, your prophetic sanctuary in this age of awakening. Heaven is saying, arise, shine, for your light has come. Tells for there, instrumental swell. Soft golden resonance builds. Your soul is awake now. Your spirit is alive. Your faith is on fire. And this is the threshold to the final part. Part 6, final call, the hour of manifestation. And working that attenuate, heaven will not just speak through you, it will move through you. The awakening has begun. The fire is alive. And now heaven speaks one final word to the chosen. This is your hour of manifestation. The time of waiting is over. The prayers you whispered in secret are echoing back as reality. Every seed you planted in tears is now breaking the surface. Every promise God made is standing before you, alive and breathing. Chosen one. This is not coming. It's here. Heaven's final call is not to prepare you. It's to propel you. You've been refined, aligned, and awakened. Now, heaven says, Reventer, 17th, step into your purpose. Step into your assignment. Step into the life heaven designed for you before time began. The air around you is charged. Can you feel it? That electricity, that warmth, that holy trembling. It's the presence of divine manifestation. Everything you've carried in spirit is now descending into form. The invisible is becoming visible. The prayers are becoming outcomes. The words are becoming worlds. God says, I am making everything new. What foundations of content in the Daiden? You are not just a believer. You are a builder of divine reality. Your words create. Your faith manifests. Your light transforms. Right now, heaven is releasing a final activation over your life. Every area that was stagnant begins to move. Every dream that was buried begins to rise. Every door that was closed begins to swing open. Miracles will not surprise you anymore. They will follow you. This is not theory. This is testimony. You are living proof that faith works. Heaven's voice thunders. Rise, chosen one. The hour has come. Thank you, man in the back end, siding. For years, you waited for a sign. This message is that sign. Every moment you hesitated, heaven held the promise open. But now, the window is wide. The door is glowing with golden light. Step through it. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. Because this is your Kairos, the divine intersection of time and purpose. If you feel this truth vibrating in your chest, comment 777 right now to seal your agreement. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, where prophetic fire meets destiny every week. Chosen one. Remember this, manifestation is not magic. It's maturity. It's when your spirit and heaven's will finally move as one. It's when you stop praying for permission and start walking in power. You are no longer waiting for miracles. You are walking in them. Every breath you take is evidence of purpose fulfilled. Every step you take leaves heaven's footprints on earth. You have become the answer to your own prayers. Can you feel heaven smiling over you? The journey was long, but the reward is here. The crown you carried in faith is now placed in sight. You've passed through the valley. You've survived the fire. And now you stand in the sunlight of divine manifestation. Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goes forth from my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish what I please. God's word over you has not returned empty. It's producing harvest right now. Heaven whispers, you are the fulfilled prophecy. I have not, friend. You are what grace looks like in motion. You are the miracle others have been praying to meet. That's why the warfare was so fierce. You were carrying the evidence of heaven. The storm wasn't sent to stop you. It was sent to reveal your strength. Now your steps are fire. Your voice is thunder. Your presence is peace. Because heaven walks with you. Chosen one, lift your eyes. The horizon is glowing. Do you see it? That light ahead is not a promise, it's you. You are the sunrise heaven prepared for this generation. You are the answer wrapped in skin. You are the living scripture of God's faithfulness. And as you move forward, every shadow behind you dissolves. The past cannot hold what the present has redeemed. The light within you has become unstoppable. Where you go, darkness will flee. Where you stand, miracles will follow. Heaven says, this is not the end of your story, this is the unveiling. It wasn't fanned. You've been hidden long enough. Now, grace will display you. Not for your glory, but for His. People will look at you and see redemption in motion. They will hear your words and feel heaven's breath. They will sense that something otherworldly surrounds you, because it does. You are walking under an open heaven. If you believe that this word is for you, pause right here and type 777 one last time. Let heaven record your yes. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, not just for messages, but for reminders that heaven is still moving in you. Share this message with one soul who needs light tonight. You might be the reason someone doesn't give up tomorrow. Heaven's final call is simple. Manifest what I placed in you. How? The ideas you carry are not random. They're assignments. The visions in your dreams are blueprints from eternity. The desires in your heart are heaven's fingerprints. You don't need more signs. You are the sign. You don't need more approval. You are already chosen. This is your hour to manifest the kingdom through your hands. Your art, your voice, your life. As this word closes, heaven opens wider. The energy in your atmosphere changes. Peace settles like golden mist. It's the calm after fulfillment. This is what it feels like when promise becomes reality. Breathe it in. You made it. You've crossed over. The chosen ones have risen. The 777 awakening has come full circle. And now the earth will see what heaven has been shaping in secret. Heaven speaks one last time. My child, shine. You are the proof that I still move. Go and be light to a dark world. Go and be love where there was fear. Go and be my hands in the hour of manifestation. And spat. The trumpet has sounded. The scroll is sealed. The door stands open. Walk in it. If this word has awakened something in your soul, comment 777 one last time to confirm it. And subscribe to Shim Spirituality, your prophetic sanctuary, where heaven still speaks and the chosen still rise. Share this message. Let the fire spread. Let the light multiply. Because heaven is not finished. It's just beginning. This is your final call. This is your confirmation. This is your hour. Rise, chosen one. Manifest. shine.